From what I've gathered, that brought an end to this abruptly was there was a few scenarios, and which CP was holding people accountable from from players to staff, from coaching staff up to the front office, and from what I understand, there was a situation where he even addressed the team and apologized and said, "Look, my criticisms are coming from a good place. I want us to be a good team. I want us to get this thing right." Um, and he was just holding guys accountable. Now, how some of that talk was taken or interpreted, that's up for the players and the coaching staff that was involved and how they felt about it. And then down the line, there was another scenario where he was critical of front office as well, and I think that was the one that broke the camel's back. That was the straw that broke the camel's back when he had some criticisms.
So, guys, welcome to the channel. Before we get started, hit the like button, subscribe. My YouTube analytics show that a lot of y'all come back to the channel, but don't be subscribing. So do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, please. And I'd like to see 1,000 subscribers before the year end, but if we push 500, I'd be much gladder of that. And hop right in the video.
How the hell do you do this to Chris Paul? Now, this is a future Hall of Famer who come there for the last year in his.
Now, you know what's crazy when he say that? Because I got another video, another clip I'm going to show y'all where he was, the time that Chris Paul went to the Houston Rockets. He was like, matter of fact, he got traded for Russell Westbrook. He was actually glad that he was like, I'm glad. He was like, Harden needed Westbrook more than Chris Paul. I just played the clip for you.
Yes, so I've heard the news. I've heard the news. Russell Westbrook is going to Houston. He's teaming up with James Harden yet again. They went from the 8th seed to the 4th seed to the number 2 seed 3 consecutive years before finishing their tenure together in an NBA Finals berth against the Miami Heat, losing to LeBron James and those boys in 5. We know this. D-Wade, of course. But here's the bottom line. We've been talking about the Los Angeles Lakers. We've been talking about the Los Angeles Clippers. How about the Houston Rockets now? Russell Westbrook, clearly a more athletic point guard who's unstoppable one-on-one, who can get to the hole at will, who's bigger than CP3 and more formidable offensively than CP3, teaming up with his man James Harden, who clearly had enough for CP3 and vice versa. What does this mean for the Houston Rockets? Where are they in the championship picture? Is it time to sit up there and throw them back into the mix? Is it time to sit up there and say, hey, the Clippers, the Lakers, hold on a second. The title ain't exactly yours all of a sudden. Evidently, you might not be the team coming out of the Western Conference. Is it time to concede that? Oh, no. Oh, no. It's a question. Needs to be asked. Because James Harden and Russell Westbrook together? Lord have mercy. I'm still not sold on D'Antoni, though. That's my issue. Stay tuned.
Got him. We fucking got him.
His career. I don't give a damn what's going on with the team. They're trash right now. We understand that. They have the worst superstar in the sport in Kawhi Leonard, who is a talent when healthy, no doubt, but does nothing to promote his team nor the game of basketball. The absolute worst superstar that you could possibly have. And from what I've been told, the only person that really talks to him is CP3 because nobody else talks to him. Okay? Just leave him alone.
What? Not even Harden them? Like, I don't know. That's on them. That's what he heard. It could be true or not. I mean, I don't know.
Organization right now is a mess. It's a mess, okay? I know, and we know it ain't coaching because Ty Lue the coach. Ty Lue know what the hell he doing. Now, Jeff Van Gundy being there, we know Jeff Van Gundy knows the stuff, but he's old school, stuff like that. I get it. I have not spoken to CP3 yet, but you know I will. Okay, I haven't spoken to a few of the Clippers. They know they'll be good. They know if I don't get a call from them, they'll be getting a call from me within the next 24 hours, okay? Because I've already been calling this morning, all right? I'm just on the air right now. I missed 2 calls during the show. I'll deal with that later. To do this to CP3, to do this to him, to let you on a road trip and you send him home, doggy. This ain't about, whatever We can talk about CP3's and his credentials, Hall of Fame, because I know you and I will get into that. But don't tell me he deserves this. You want to?
I mean, I played stats for the last 5-10 games. I mean, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. You feel what I'm saying?
A road trip for Atlanta, and you're going to give out that bogus BS statement where it's not his fault. Then what you send him home for? Because you sent him home because he probably looked you in the face and told you that the organization is being ran like trash right now? That somebody needs to do something about the climate and the environment that exists with this team. You were once competing with the Los Angeles Lakers. Not that you were ever going to win in a popularity contest, but you used to beat them. Now they're kicking your ass. Everybody is, all right? The Clippers look like hot garbage. And you make news because you're sending home a 12-time All-Star who is a consummate professional, known for his professionalism, known for holding others accountable. When you're going to hear Chris Paul, I promise you'll hear complaints about Chris Paul because he's not liked by everybody. You know why he's not liked by everybody? Because that brother will hold you accountable. He will look you in your face and tell you when you ain't doing your damn job. He will make sure that you prioritize maximizing your abilities as a professional to do what's right to help the team win. And he ain't interested in making friends.
You know, it's crazy that he said that because, like, when Chris Paul, he kind of, like, the way he put it, like, remind me of, like, Draymond Green, like, how he handled the team, trying to get everybody coordinated, culture on one accord. But what he's saying, like, when he speak his mind in peace, the coach, the staff, whatever, don't, you know what I mean, they don't agree with it, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you got to be putting in some work, too. Like I said, the stats I showed y'all, like, you know what I mean? Like, how can you talk when you ain't contributing either? You feel what I'm saying? So, tell me what y'all thinks about it. Because this is right here, like, this is a whole mess. And, I don't know.
He's forward thinking. He makes friends in the right places. He knows power brokers. He's a businessman. He's all of these things. He doesn't deserve this. If you want, at least come home and at least negotiate a buyout to sit up there and to send him home like he's some malcontent running the streets, not knowing how to act, like he's a cancer to this team. Lawrence Frank is more of a cancer to the team than him. What have the Clippers done? Is it that the man that traded Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and about 4 picks for Paul George? Isn't that the man that assisted in letting Kawhi Leonard blackmail y'all into doing that so he wouldn't end up a Laker? Wasn't that on Lawrence Frank's watch?
What did he say?
And you gonna send Chris Paul home? You gonna disrespect a future Hall of Fame?
Don't get wrong. I like Clippers as a team, but my favorite team was Spurs. I really did like Kawhi Leonard, my favorite player. So, you know, of course, he joined the team and fought with Kawhi Leonard. They're my favorite player. And I know it's off subject, but I like the Spurs, the 2007, 2008 year-round era, and up to 2011 and 12 when Kawhi Leonard joined, especially on 2K and stuff. I'm like, who this guy is? Going around dunking on folks and stuff like that. I'm talking about he was like a beast. Like and I started liking him ever since then. If you played 2K around that time, you know what I'm talking about. Comment down below.
And a consummate professional in this league for 2 decades, the former president of the Players Association, like that? I mean, please. Hey, listen, and I'm just getting started. I'm going to do a deep dive into Lawrence Frank and what he has done to be in a position to pull that BS that he just pulled. You don't disrespect it. Come home. Come home. Work out. He's only there on a 1-year deal, doggy, at $3.6 million. Come home. Work out a buyout. Be on your way. Thank you. He's decided to retire right now. Call it a day. To send him home like that, to disrespect him like that, nah.
You mean to tell me, though, Steve, that
I mean, I don't know. Tell me what y'all think. But take a look at these stats real quick, man. All right, y'all, if you take a look at these stats, 11 minutes, 0 points, assists. You know, point guard, you know, most of you're gonna get baskets, but the assists, mostly make them. You know what I mean? Nigga, the 10 11 minutes. These right here the most minutes. Even with the most minutes, look at this. Can't even get a triple double. That's probably another reason why they look at him like that. Lawrence Frank, whatever. Like, motherfucker doing all that talking. Look at this. Like the man in the mirror, you want to make the change, you got to look at yourself in the mirror and, you see what I'm saying? Make it better. Look at these stats. Last 10 games, leading up to today. You know what I mean? Unacceptable. What if you get Kawhi Leonard and the other team reaction about the departure of Chris Paul, you know what I mean, from the Clippers? On this article, like Harden and Leonard was also shocked at Paul's departure. With the news of Paul being let go breaking at the wee hours of the morning. Many only found out when they woke up, and apparently that includes the Clippers star duo of James Harden and Kawhi Leonard. Me too, woke up and saw it on social media. I'm just as confused and shocked as you guys. Harden told ESPN reporter whatever, following their win over the Hawks Wednesday night. Definitely surprised me, but not just Chris. It's a lot we're dealing with, but that's out of my hands. It seems like y'all got the memo that he got released or whatever, because I'm talking about the game for the show, y'all, like they was just damn I'm talking about they play outstanding. Like they looking around at each other like, y'all, we don't tighten up. One of us gonna be next. Here's go Kawhi Leonard coming. Like Harden, Leonard was also caught off guard by the news, especially since he and Paul were said to have a good relationship. It was shocking to me, Leonard shared. I guess they had a conversation in the front office and made a decision. Look at this. 115 to 92. I'm talking about they broke the losing streak, but it seemed like everybody come in and I even come in out of low. I even come in. The Clippers playing their best now and looking around like one of us gonna be cutting nets. Somebody replied, "True." Like people coming down low, like what? Now the Clippers want to get a win since Chris gone. I mean, he wasn't really doing too much anyways. But I guess you gotta set an example. I don't know. But you can't deny it. Like he have been in the lead for a good while now. Like I think he joined 2005. We're gonna check real quick. Alright, now as you see here, when he first started, he was with the New Orleans Hornets at the time. He did a good run with them. Then remember he joined the Clippers again. Well, for the first time. In 2011. He had a good run then. Then he went to the Rockets. Now I want to say he was probably around his prime from looks of at the teams that he was with the longest. You know what I mean? And he just been bouncing around from OKC, the Suns, the Warriors, Spurs. It was actually shocking to me if he came back to the Clippers earlier this year. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he probably shot a lot of y'all too. Second appearance on there, but around his prime, he had a good little run. You know what I mean? I guess that'll wrap up the video, y'all. If you enjoyed it, I appreciate you staying. If you made it this long, I appreciate you for watching it. Like, comment, subscribe, please. And I see you in this one.